distance between us really starting to show. I'm looking at they first week numbers like, what are those? I mean, you boys not even coming close. I gave like you a reason for celebration. You number one and I'm Eddie Murphy, we trading places. Look in the mirror, I'm closer than I really appear. Creeping like chili without the tender love and care. No tender love and care, no love and affection. I got a price on my head, but there's a risk to collecting. I might be here as a vessel to teach people a lesson. Feel like they wanted me dead, but couldn't pull it together. Yeah, but here we are and it's a new semester. 40, the only one that know how I deal with the pressure. A couple nights where it started to feel like the feelings faded. A lot of problems that can't be fixed with a conversation. Yeah. Your best day is my worst day. I get green like Earth Day. You treat me like I'm born yesterday, you forgot my birthday. You don't be scoring perfect. You don't be working like how we be working. You platinum like rappers on Hershey's, boy, that's what it's worthless. You get the message over and over like it was urgent. And then act like you ain't heard it when you see me in person. The only thing I did to end up here was put the work in. And did it with a purpose. Used to have secret handshakes to confirm my friendships. Nowadays they just shaking my hand to hide the tension. A lot of people just hit me up when my name is mentioned. Shout out to KD, we relate, we get the same attention. It's raining money, Oklahoma City Thunder. The most successful rapper, 35 and under. I'm assuming everybody's 35 and under. That's when I'm planning to retire, man, it's already funded. Yeah. I brought your wifey out the same morning. She violated, I sent her back where it all started. How quick they are to forget about their bachelor apartment. Leave it like you could show them light in the darkness. Told my mama that I found a lady in the east. Cancun when I got signed, they upgraded the suite. Don Julio in the freezer that they gave us for free. I get you all you can eat, just have some patience with me. You wouldn't tell me you love me, started seeing Monique. Last time I heard from Monique, T-Minus was making beats. I used to hit the corner store to get Tahiti treat. Now they talk at the corner store as I'm TBE. The best ever, don't ever question, you know better. Ain't always how it seems when it's so together. Yeah. I let that last line breathe and take a second to get it. Western road flows, my confidence level getting settled. Don't get hyped for the moment, then start to backpedal. Don't let your newfound fame fool you, cloud up your judgment to talk loosely. I really do this, been flowing stupid since Vince Carter was on some Buddha legs, arm in a hooch. Drinking hypnotic with Glenn Lewis, I've been through it. Y'all was so afraid to lay claim to it. Too busy face screwing on waist movements. You was riding TTC Metro, I had the place booming. First take Drake, you know I rarely have to take to it. And they still take to it. Big Apple had the white Hummer parked right in front of Fluid. And we be walking in that building like we already knew it. But money can't buy happiness, jelly talking truthful. But I'm happiest when I can buy what I want, get how I want. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my mind. Yeah, my mind.
I ain't got a clue, bro.
I said 5 in the morning. I wake up to 5 for my earnings. Yeah, in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. Tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. Trying to get by, but I'm burning. I'm behind, my mind it runs. All these thoughts have troubled me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. Right, yeah, I really need time now. I need to free my mind. I really need my love. I need to free my mind now. I really need time now. I need to free my mind. I really need my now. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the money, cars, and movie stars, and jewelry, and all these things I've got, I wonder, hey, would you still want me? Would you still be calling me? Still be loving me? If it wasn't for the money, cars, and movie stars, and jewelry, and all these things I've got, I wonder. Would you still want me? Would you still be calling me? Still be loving?
So I really was not gonna even say anything, but I am frustrated, and I feel like if I talk this out real quick, I may not, be as frustrated as I've been lately, because like mentally I'm fine. Like I'm thugging it out, like it's not really bothering me, but the inner me who's been trying to get this stuff done literally 6 fucking months in advance, like, yeah, it's annoying, and I never thought I would do this, Lord. But it's annoying because I was doing everything that I was supposed to be doing to not be where I'm at now. Like, literally. Every freaking man I've encountered with trying to fix this is just a big fuck you. You don't know what the fuck you doing, little girl. Literally. Cannot get past they fucking judgments. Whatever they see, whatever they're judging me on, like, they can't get past their judgments. This is why I've been single for so long, because men don't know how to allow me to be who the fuck I am. Like, every man has judged me. Never asked me, is this who you are? Even in the midst of me proving and knocking out their judgments like a snap of a finger, can't put down their fucking egos to just make fucking money. Like, literally, I have gone to the dealership at least 3-4 times. Finally was successful with that halfway, because I'm still waiting on my radio. I went to my old mechanic who's always had a problem with me. I went to an Asian man who couldn't even look me in my face and talk to me. And now I have my coworker's father, who, at the end of the day, out of everyone, has, yes, been respectful, but he's still been disrespectful. Still been disrespectful and still can't put past his judgment of me. Still can't. And I'm worse than what I started with. Like, I was better off just literally riding around until whatever. Like, literally, I was better off. Like, this is just frustrating. Because literally, I've been working on this for 6 months. Literally. Now I have to ride with my proof that I've been working on this shit. Because if I get stopped by the cops, like, I already know. And I'm sorry. If I cry, I'm going to cry my way out of it. Because, bitch, it's going to be the fucking truth. Like, at this point, you, Mr. Officer, I need you to take some time out your day and help me get this shit fixed. Like, literally. I shouldn't have to do that shit. But 100%, if the opportunity presents itself, you damn fucking right. I'm going to take this officer taking me to get my shit fixed. Because it shouldn't take me getting stopped by a cop. It shouldn't. And number one, my number one priority from the very beginning of trying to stay on top of this shit was so I don't get stopped by the fucking cops. Like, literally, I don't want to fuck with them. I do not. And it's like, I know, I'm going to have to deal with somebody. And I just hope this person won't be a fucking asshole. But what I'm not going to do, you not going to stop my fucking hustle because you think I just sit at home and collect a fucking check over some fucking nigga. That's what we not gonna do. I'm still gonna go out there. I'm still gonna hustle. You not about to stop my hustle because you being a hating ass nigga. Like, my nigga. Especially you older than me too. Like, no. Y'all too grown to be acting this way still. Too fucking grown. I ain't out here but working and bringing my ass home. I was about to say my fat ass, but I know I'm not fat. But that's all I freaking do. Literally. I have no life. You clearly can see I have no life. Literally. This is another reason why I record, because I knew this would be my life. I knew this would be my life. So I'm a see into believing type of chick. So for now on, my rebuttal to everybody is, if you want to see the type of person I am, literally click the link in the bio. Like, I'm giving you a full taste of who the fuck I am and what I do in my spare time. So yes, with that being said, I'm always, in the midst of all this chaos, I'm always going to just remain optimistic, remain calm, because you never know what type of blessing is around the corner for you. But if I got to get in that ass, I will get in that ass, because my next step, if Mr. Sir don't come here in a reasonable time on Monday, yes, he's going to have a nice text message. Number 2, since the dealership refuses to ever call me back when they say they're going to call me back, I'm going to be a tattletale, and I'm going to go to the warranty company, and I'm going to ask them if they can find out what is going on, and tell them the dealership has never treated me right, and they never call me back. And just leave it at that. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's how I have been able to remain calm. Because at the end of the day, you took their money. Where the fuck is the product? 100%, I understand making shit and all that shit has been hard and difficult. But at some point, in some way, like, can we just replace the radio? Like, it don't have to be the Cadillac radio. Like, if y'all can take that money and go buy a fucking radio that is of quality and that's gonna make me satisfied, then bam, do that shit. Because 100%, every car I own, I always plan to keep it. So it's not gonna hurt me. Really, at the end of the day, it's not gonna hurt me, and I'm still gonna get a sale off that bitch with or without the radio, because guess what? I'm gonna still keep the original radio. Ow. So clearly, today is Kamil Gets the Vent Day, because I am walking Snoop Dogg this morning. Didn't even make it out the front gate of the apartment, and this homely man is already standing out there tripping. Like, he already on 10. So, like, I just pretend like I don't know him. Most definitely. Crazy people, you make sure you acknowledge crazy people. So I was like, smile like I normally do. He said something I always say, no thank you. Proceed to go on about my little merrily day. That nigga turns around and starts to want to follow us. So me personally, I'm already going through shit. I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I'm gonna take my ass back inside the apartment complex. And so he sees me turn around. He's like, oh, no. I'll go the other way. You go that way. I'm going to leave you alone. I'm like, I'm not even about to do this. Like, you just keep on going, and I'm just going to go back in the house. Like, I'm just going to walk in the apartments. Like, literally, I was just going to do that and be, okay with that. So that nigga follows me into the apartment complex. I'm like, okay. So, of course, Snoop Dogg, in situations like this, like, he may want to do other things, but for the most part, like, he allows me to lead. Because although, yes, this man is probably thinking this dog is going to attack him, I don't know how crazy he is, because I do know there are people out there who don't give a fuck or who are not scared of dogs. So that's what I'm factoring in, that Snoop Dogg don't face him, like, and he's probably already prepared to take a bite from a dog as it is. And then homeless people tend to do shit like this to have a place to stay because it is cold outside. So all I do is, I see he started to follow me, so I pick up my face and I make sure I have like distress on my face on purpose. So there was a man sitting in his car. I saw him watch me. I made sure I saw him. And I made sure I looked back so he can see, like, this man is trying to follow me. By the grace of God, it was a lot of people outside. They may have not done nothing, but I had a whole bunch of people see this man following me to be my witness to whatever I would have had to done to him. So I just walk real fast. I stop. I watch to see if he was still following. So I allowed Snoop Dogg to pee. He didn't pee. The man was still there. The man started talking crazy, talking about how he had all of this stuff. He had a good morning. He ready to go type of shit. So that's when I was like, let's get our ass to this lock in this song. Because that was initially, once I saw him follow me, initially my first mind was Snoop in the back seat, get the lock in the sock, start swinging. So I get to the car. I forgot I put something in the car because later on tonight I have to do hair. So that I can't even put Snoop there. So I was like, oh shit, but I managed to make everything in time. And so I put him in the back seat. I opened the front door. The passenger's door where my lock in the stock is, and I grab it and I'm like, come on, like, I will fuck you up. Like, dead in his eyes said, keep coming, because I will fuck you up. Like, don't play with me. And his eyes got big as hell, but he already committed. His ego, come on now. His ego is already committed, just like the man at the fucking dealership. So his ego is already committed. So I'm like, okay, you think I'm playing? Okay, I'm about to get in the driver's seat. So as soon as I close the door, lock the door, and I get into the driver's seat, that's when he was like, oh no, this bitch is not playing. And I proceeded to say, I will fuck you up. Because I know deep down inside, he probably was like, oh, she get in that driver's side, she may be pulling out a gun. Like, I gave him a warning threat with the lock and the sock. If I get my ass in the driver's seat, he don't know if I have a gun right there or not. So that's when he rethought his life. Like, he may wanted some more warm to sleep that night, but tonight he was going to get more than what he bargained for. He was going to get 6 feet under today. Because I promise you, I've already got a message that told me if I have to kill. And guess what? I will fucking kill you. Like, I was prepared to run his ass over. Like, you think I'm playing? Okay, because I'll give you a warning with the car. Like, I was prepared to give him a warning. So, yes. Today is vent day, and I'm glad I got some little vent, because even if this is a short little vlog for today, I was worried that I wouldn't have any content for today. So I at least know I have at least 10 minutes to kind of like tickle somebody's fancy, maybe motivate somebody. Maybe somebody else is going through some bullshit. Like, I don't know. Somebody may need this. So like I always say, I probably needed to get this out of my system, because I may not ever tell this story. So yeah. And before I forget, I didn't just go in the car and just sit in the car and waited. I drove off, left the apartment complex, and I went to one of the surrounding little trail parks. And I finished walking my dog. Like, the whole time I was walking to my car, the one thing I was saying the whole time is, I do not need this shit. I do not need this shit. I do not need this shit. Like, literally, that's all I was saying to myself is, I do not need this shit. I do not need this shit. Like, I really did not want to even have to deal with the fact of actually having to, like, be violent. Like, I never want to be violent on purpose. But if I have to, I will. But, like, That's all I kept saying. So I already made it up in my mind on my way to the car to leave. So safety wise, for anybody out there who experienced anything similar, like literally drive off. And 100%, this is exactly why I always back my car in no matter where I go, because I want to set my car up for, I want to be able to hop in and drive the fuck off. Like if anything pops off, I do back in because it's easier for me to see when I back out. But for safety measures and for quick reacting times and just really thinking on my feet, that's my main reason why I back in. Because if I wouldn't have backed in, I would have had it backed out, and it would have been a little bit more harder to get away. Because the whole purpose is to get away from somebody as fast as possible and get as far away from somebody as fast as possible. So that's what I did. So yes, safety wise, back in, drive the fuck off, feel good about yourself, because yeah. And also, I forgot to say, I also drove off because you don't want them to know where you live. So yeah, I also drove off because if he's following me to my car, he's damn for sure gonna follow me to my house, and I don't need those type of problems. Like, last thing I need is some homeless man constantly coming to my house at night, knocking on my door, beating on my door, trying to get in, whatever. Like, that dream that I had a while back, like, I do not want that to come true. And that's something that I always think about, or I've actually been thinking about lately. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and to sweeten the pot even more, I forgot. I had the car already ready. So, literally, everything was destined and meant to be, in a sense. Like, not destined like that, but like, if it would never been cold enough for me to actually be like, I need to have the car warm, because when it's cold, literally, I start the car while I'm walking the dog, and then I try to let it run, and then come in, change out of my walking clothes, and then leave. So by the grace of God, the car was already on, the car was already running, and that made everything for me like 10 times better. So I gotta give kudos to Mother Nature, because if it wasn't for Mother Nature and me having to have the car warmed up, I wouldn't have been able to react so fast. But yeah, I love the fact that I did not have to start the car, because that was more time to be wasted. And if you're tired of me talking about this, I'm sorry, but I'm just getting all of this off my chest. But how you gonna follow somebody and then have the nerves to be mad because that person don't want to be followed? Like, help me understand that. Like, I have a right to not to want to be followed. I have a right to eliminate myself from the equation so I don't put myself in a situation that could be worse, and I'm still ended up being the problem. Like, come on now. Like, I don't want to be followed. I was nice. I told you no thank you. Kept it moving. Like, that's a cause for you to be mad because I don't want to be followed, and I choose to just eliminate myself from the equation in general? Like, nigga, get over your ego. Like, that male ego is gonna get a lot of y'all niggas killed. And sorry, hope this don't get flagged for saying shit like that. But yes, you dudes, you keep on fucking with the wrong ones, y'all are going to see the wrath of woman real soon, real quick, and it's going to be so ugly. So ugly. Put your ego to the side and understand, no means no. That's my issue I have with Snoop Dogg. He don't understand. No means no. No means no. A female is not due to do what you want to them. We were not born for that shit. And if we're being for true, y'all are just so egotistical that you're so smart, you're stupid. Literally, the shit y'all do don't even make sense. Like, ugh, I know. Man, this is yesterday's food. She is so flavorful. Like, I am on my way to the dry bar and I'm eating my